going on, guys? Patrick here with Window Tinting Business, and in this video we're going to be talking about some two-way mirror. The situation here is that we have a company that does testing, studies, research where they're observing other groups, and so this is the room that they're going to be observing from, and then the test subjects are going to be in the other room. We've never really talked about two-way films before, or like a two-way mirror. You want to think of it like the police interrogations rooms from like the movies and stuff like that. So we're working with interior films and interior glass, I mean. So the real thing that you really want to keep an eye on is the light source. That's going to be the most important thing, especially if you're going to be going into two-way mirrors, or someone wants to keep a private room and be able to see out, but people not be able to see in. One of the major things is a light source. So the room that's being observed, that room over there, that room needs to be brighter than the room that people are observing in. If you're in this room with the lights on, you'll be able to see right through it. It's all about light source. So, so we're gonna be putting the film on this side of the glass. That way you're gonna have the reflectivity coming in from there and then bouncing here. This is tinted glass already. It may be two-way glass, but it's just not doing enough. What's happening is that the lights from this room are off, but the lights in that room are on, and the observers are on in this section right here looking, and because of the light from that room is bleeding into here, you can see the person here. So they want to avoid that. So that's where we're here. We're gonna go ahead and put some new film on top of this, and it's gonna help it. You really want one-way film. Some manufacturers still promote it as that. I haven't seen it in a minute. But what we do here is we've done like silver 20 on tinted glass before, and it worked really, really well. But you really want to have like a low silver, like a 5 silver, or even a dual reflective, because a dual reflective, when you get down to 5%, it's basically mirror film. We have a film in here that is a dual reflective film, but it looks like a straight up mirror. And that's what happens when you get into these darker sections of the film spectrum. Because it is an interior glass, there is zero sunlight source. We don't really have to worry about the glass type, and then the absorption rate on there to prevent it from breaking, because there is no sun, there's no light source. We're working more on what the film can do, not just the heat rejection portion of it. So we have everything prepped and ready here. We've moved some things around. Obviously have a tarp right here, got our spray tanks, got everything ready here. This is the side that we're gonna be putting the film on. Moving over here, we have set up our workshop in this area. So at the end of the day, we can still see into that, through that room, but once we turn the lights off, we should not be able to see through it. And this is the current situation right now, which is still pretty good. But I can see, if you guys can see closely, I can see that tank in there. I can see the trash can in there. Zachary, would you mind standing on the other side? That way that we can just get a before and after look. As you can see, it is pretty mirrored, but you can still see the observers in that room. No, light off. And then just stand right there. As you, I don't know, I don't want to avoid it, but you can still see him just slightly. So we're gonna, it's just a little bit, but it's just enough where the people that they're studying or researching or whatever they're doing here, these people can see in there, and it kind of like kills the vibe. So we're gonna go ahead and put that film on top of there. And then let's see here, just a couple things to work on. This is actually a dual reflective film, but as you can see, this is a 7%. So once you start getting into these darker VLTs in window film, it's a dual reflective basically turns into a mirror. Some food for thought to keep in mind, because when I did this before at a commercial property, they wanted a 5%. And I'm like, okay, it's dual reflective, so it won't be that reflective. Yeah, no, it was very reflective. It looked like straight up mirror. So just something to avoid or keep in mind, especially when you're working in these darker VLTs. We got a new setup here with our tank, our new tub for flat glass. So everything goes into this flat glass here. And then what we did is we put the tanks in this section here just to lay them down, and then basically stack everything on there. But again, the versatility of this rolling cart is just amazing, amazing, amazing. So I think, Zachary, I think we got all the film ready. Are we ready?
See.
All right. So yeah, that's pretty much the setup right now. I'm gonna go do a quick time lapse so that you guys can see us do the installation as well. It's a pretty sizable window. It's 49 by 96, so pretty respectable. We're gonna knock this out pretty quickly. It kind of feels a little like over the top with the equipment that we're bringing in and things of that nature. It does feel like, and I understand that some people are gonna be like, that's way too much. You're gonna just put it on the ground, blah, 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 blah. But I don't like doing that. I just like doing it. I know for 100% it's not gonna be a problem, right? If we put it on the ground, could it be a problem? Maybe. Maybe the knife sways just a little bit. Maybe particles in the carpet get on the film and then it gets into the installation. Sometimes it might take a little bit longer, but doing it right or making it easier to install. Yeah, better be thorough once. I like that. I like that. All right, now we're getting into the install. All right, so we just finished up now, guys. Install, as you can see, it was just one window, 2-man though, so a little bit here. But now we're gonna check out the after. We did the before with Zachary, now we're gonna do the after. And that's what it looks like now. Much more reflective than it was before. Zachary, get your phone up and get right against the glass. Are you there? Okay, so his phone's on, shining light onto him, just because like whoever's gonna be observing, they'll probably have laptops on and different things of that nature, but I cannot see him at all, and I am trying. Get right to the glass. Where are you? Right here? Okay, yeah. Yeah, this worked perfect. I mean, it's a straight up mirror now, and that's what we're looking for. Turn the light on in there. Even with the light on, it's still difficult to see. I can see a silhouette, but with the light off, it's 100%. So, looks good. If you guys are interested in doing like interrogation room type things, research centers, things of that nature, you just gotta keep in mind, again, keep in mind the light source. The light in the observation room needs to be lower than the light source in here, off if you could. That would be the best. And then you wanna have the more reflective side. So we tinted that side. We didn't tint this side, because then we get the reverse effect that we want. So now you guys know, pretty cool little video. Thank you very much. If you guys have questions, concerns, comments, shout outs, hit them down in the comments below. We'll talk to y'all soon.